Oh, there we go. And welcome everybody. This is Kimberly Adams Mann of the Adams Mann team here at Shore West Realtors and TAMThomes.com. And you are?
Russell Mann of the Adams Mann team and Shore West.
And here we are. Welcome to Real Estate for Real People. We're only 4 minutes late tonight, Russ.
Woohoo!
Yes. Since we were 20 minutes late last night, that's like so much better. And the only reason we're 4 minutes late is because we tried to pull up something to make this even cooler and even better for you guys, and it just didn't work. Please let us know, however, if you can hear us, or if you can't, we'd love to know that, because it's now telling us that we're not receiving. So while we were booting this all up and we started streaming, quote unquote, like we started the stream to our preview so that we could see it and see if it was working, it said excellent connection. Now that we've actually gone live, it says error. So please let us know if you can hear us. I'd appreciate that. We might be on a bit of a delay as well. I keep feeling like I'm straining my neck because I keep looking up at the top. But anyway, we're just going to assume that you guys can hear us. And if you can't, oh well. Actually, you know what? I can probably figure that out. Let's see.
Pick and sound is fine.
Pick and sound is fine. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you very much. So anyway, so this week in real estate, wow. I mean, it's not just real estate. It's the world has gone mad. It's a mad, mad world.
Crazy.
It's a mad, mad world, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So it's not that we don't believe in the coronavirus. Okay, let's start with that. And I don't think it has anything to do with the Illuminati. But and I don't think there's any big conspiracy theories about it being, election year and blah blah blah, cuz actually this virus started last year. So all those people out there who are saying this has something to do with an election year, this actually started in China last, what was it, like August, September or something, if you track it back, something like that. So when it actually started was like fall of 2019 in China. And then, of course, it's taken a while to spread over here because they were trying to keep it quiet. And that didn't work so well because like thousands died. So it's kind of hard to hide thousands of people dying. So, but I will say, this has gone really crazy, a little bit mad over here. So yesterday, both Russ and I hit up a bunch of stores because we thought, you know what, we have our open houses today. It might be nice if we could go live on Facebook and tell people, hey, come to our open houses, but we're going to have hand sanitizer. So if you feel any concern or whatever, we're going to have it there for you so that you can make yourself feel better and have comfort and still be able to enjoy the open house.
Yeah.
Problem with that was,
can't get any hand sanitizer.
No.
There's completely sold out.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Multiple stores that we went to.
Yep.
All sold out.
Yep. We went to more than one store.
One guy who I bumped into in a store had all his stolen. He had some at his business and
they stole it?
People had stolen it all. So he
Who
was trying to get more. Probably employees or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I know that my sister who works for a Walmart said that it wasn't her Walmart, but through their Walmart grapevine. So you know how when you walk into like Festival Foods or Walmart or whatever, and they have those sanitizer stations, so as you walk in, that's been like that for a long time, way before the coronavirus. You could walk in and just stick your hand under and you
wipe
get a little
down the handles.
Yeah. Or some of them have the wipes where you can wipe on handles, but at Walmart they have the hand sanitizer where you can just stick your hand under and it goes get you a little bit so you can walk, and then grab the trolley and stuff. Somebody tried to steal out of one of the stores up north. Somebody tried to steal the whole sanitizer station. Somebody walked in apparently and was caught by the market manager in that area. So my sister's boyfriend Ross is a manager at a store, and so the person above him is the market manager. And so the market manager happened to be at this store. It was not Ross's store and it was not Shauna's. But happened to see this person starting to steal the sanitizer station. So I'm not sure what they did other than, of course, stop the customer from doing that.
Yeah.
How then did they, they got to bolt down hand sanitizer stations? This is mad crazy, folks.
Chain them up.
Yeah, and then Russ, you were shopping at Aldi the other day, just getting our regular grocery shopping in.
Yeah, I just went for a few things and people were looking at me strangely because I was the only one there that didn't have multiple packs of toilet paper.
I know a lot
And
of
they're going, did you find everything? Are you sure?
Did you miss the toilet paper? Did you not know where it was? Okay, folks, we have toilet paper at home. We're good. We're even good for a couple of weeks right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's only 2 of us, so there's no need for us to hoard it. Now, in a couple of weeks, might we need some?
I might have
Right.
to buy some.
But I also think the supply and demand might be a little more equalized in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So we should be fine. Plus, we also have the Shipt app, and we get stuff
we have
delivered.
an office here that has plentiful rolls of toilet paper.
So I guess Russ's solution to this problem is that he's just going to steal from the office.
No, I'll just go to the toilet here.
Wait, I can't touch your face. That's another thing. We can't touch faces. Oh yeah, that's true. We can just use the toilet here.
Yeah.
So, and there are other options as well. We won't go into that because this is not about that.
It's
But
a family show.
It's a family show. We won't go into other options that are not part of toilet paper. But it's just kind of changed everything dramatically. So we did do our open houses this week, even though we did not have. We just had our little individual hand sanitizers that we always have anyway. So we all had that with us.
I had a guy come through with rubber gloves on.
Yep. One person came through his open
Elbow
house.
bumped instead of handshake.
Well, that's all right. I had that from one of my
Yeah.
customers yesterday. I think he was doing it. That was Rick. He was doing it more just to be funny.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I brought hand sanitizer to that showing, but it had nothing to do with COVID-19. It had everything to do with the house.
Yeah.
It was a gross house, and we knew it was we'd been there one other time, so we knew it was a gross house.
Which is why we have small bottles of
right.
hand
Which is why we
sanitizer.
already have that
So
on
it's
hand.
on hand, yeah. I have one actually clipped to my bag, so when I'm out and about, I have
If you
it.
walk into a house and
Yeah.
you don't realize what it's going to be, and then all of a sudden you come out of it, you're like, yeah, I think I need my
Yeah.
hand sanitizer.
I need to wash my hands before I
Before
grab
I
hold of
touch-
my steering wheel.
Right, exactly.
Everything, yeah.
Before you grab anybody else's hands and
Yeah.
shake hands or anything.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's just about some of the houses that we sell sometimes. Some of
Yeah.
the houses are beautiful, and the ones we have this week is it's still saying that it's still saying we're not getting good signal. Hey,
Oh well.
camera's here, people are here.
Yeah.
Stop
I was
staring at us.
Put the signs up
You're
there.
looking narcissistic because
Am I?
you're looking at us and not
I'm
them.
gazing into your
You're not
eyes.
gazing into my eyes. You're gazing into your eyes up on the screen.
No, I was looking at what he said.
Yeah, it says the same thing it's been saying. So, but we've had confirmation that picture and sound are fine, so we're just gonna go with that. How's
Yeah.
that? We're gonna ignore what YouTube says. However, we do have a couple of closings in the next couple weeks here. One of my properties may be losing its offer. We're hoping to find out on that tomorrow or the next day. See if there's any salvation for that, because the buyer really wants to buy it.
Which
And the
one?
seller is okay with selling it.
Mhm.
But if that doesn't, we will bring that back on the market. We will do an open house there in the near future.
Yeah.
But the other thing is we've decided for next week, because there are some people who are a little bit skittish and a little bit about, doing an open house. We've actually reached out to everybody in our office and said, hey guys, if you would like us to do, we're going to do what's called a virtual open house next week. And if we can get this stuff to work better, I would love to be able to show people the
Put it
virtual
up on
open house.
YouTube,
Yeah,
yeah.
we could put it up on YouTube as an entire
Yeah.
stream of stuff.
So we're going to go round to various homes.
So it's
that
going
are
to be
on the market.
Will and Russ will go on in one
Yeah.
car, and Keela and I will go in another, and we're just going to stream live like
We're
one right
gonna-
after the other.
Yeah, we're going to record video as we walk through the house
Yep.
and then put those up instead. So, during this climate where people are not wanting to gather in crowds,
Mhm.
we thought it'd be a good opportunity for us to still show those properties
Yep.
and allow people to see them on screen.
Yeah, and
So-
especially Russ with his 360 camera. For those of you that haven't seen it, you really need to go to our Facebook page, the Adams Band Team on Facebook, and check those out because they are pretty cool.
They are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous that I don't
So-
have a 360 camera yet because the ones for my phone are about 4 times the cost. In fact, yours, if we had more phones like yours, I would be buying more because they're only $36 right now. They've dropped
Wow.
the price again.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because there aren't as many phones out there
Probably
that take it.
because they're doing away with that fitting.
Yeah, with the micro USB. The
yeah.
micro USB fitting is like going away, so those 360 cameras are almost pointless and useless.
Unless the
And I have the
adapters
USB-C.
work.
I have the
No, we could try different adapters. see
Well,
if it
but his
works.
adapter worked for other stuff apparently. He's
Right,
used it on
okay.
other things. So we tried Will's adapter, and it does say that you can't use an adapter, and it didn't seem to work with Russ's. Otherwise, I'd be buying them for the whole team right
Mhm.
now, because at $36 a pop,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome. But we can't seem to get them to work, so
Yeah, I mean they're good.
it's an awesome
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
But they're like $200 for my phone, and I can't afford to do. We can't afford to do 200 per, and like get one for Keela and Will and me and you, and that's just
And they're
not.
just like the size of a golf ball that
Yeah,
connects up to your camera.
yeah. Where do you have it? You have it down here? Russ is gonna scoot away for half a second. He's gonna grab it out of his bag so you guys can see it. I don't know if we've showed it before. We may have, but for those of you that are tuning in this week and not other weeks, you can see what it looks like. He's gonna open his little pouch, which looks like it's falling apart. And that's got a
Yes.
little holder.
So it's a rubber socket, and then the camera sits
Okay.
inside that.
You need to
So
come
it
in a little bit
protects
more.
it.
Excuse me. You need to
Oops.
come in a little bit more. And right here. That's
So
the.
it protects it, if you can see that. So you've got two eyes on the camera, front and back, and so that's what gives
But they're
it the
spherical eyes.
360.
But they're spherical
Yeah.
eyes.
So and then that just connects into the bottom where you would normally charge your phone. That connects in there, and then takes a really good video.
Yeah, it does. It actually takes an excellent video.
Takes good pictures as well, so you can use pictures. And yeah, so
The little carrying case is awesome because it's like a little rubber ball.
yeah, it's just like a rubber ball that protects it.
And it has to go in that particular way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the bottom,
There's a hole at the whoops,
and it bounces like a ball. There's a hole at the bottom that,
which
I don't know if you can, there you go, you can kind of see it now.
which that fits into, so it protects
Yeah.
it.
So it protects that fitting, and it also makes it easy because you can set it on the side if you want to,
Yeah.
and like set it on a desktop, and it just sits on the
And it
desktop.
just stays there.
Yep, and it just stays there, and it's just
So
fine.
it's really good.
Yeah, we really love it. We definitely are going to be upgrading that, even though they are like $200 for my camera, my phone, etc. It is a very good chance we're going to be upgrading and getting that in the next couple of months because it has been so great, and
Yeah.
it really shows the space well, and it gives you the watcher control. You don't
Yeah.
have to sit there and watch our faces and what we show you because you can swipe as we're
You
using
can look
it.
into every corner of the room.
Yep,
you know,
exactly. It has a little bit of a fisheye lens view
Yeah,
to it, so
yeah.
you have to take that. But I think most people adjust that because I know I did when I was adjusting other ones. So
yeah, so it's good. I don't have to. I can still walk around. I just put it on a tripod. Or today I actually held it in the selfie stick, and
well, the first house you
To
walked
get-
around the house, so you did
yeah,
the whole house.
I did the whole house.
The second house, though, you had so many people there, you did not have time to do it at the second
No.
one. So we'll
So-
talk about that in a little bit here as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so but we did have good open houses. Keela had her first open house, and if you check out our Facebook page, you can see Keela's tour of hers. I held the selfie stick. I started it off and said, "Hey, here's Keela. Keela, tell us about your open house," and walked around with it. And Will did his first video today as well. He's been a little bit scared to do it, and I just kind of told him, "Yeah, we're gonna do it. Don't worry. It's no big deal. Hardly anybody will see it. Don't worry." I'm sure people loved it because he did a really good job. So
Good.
I
haven't seen it myself.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, you'll have to watch it later. He did he actually did excellent.
Busy.
For a first video, he did really well.
Good.
Because the first time I did one of those videos, it was really, really bad. And the first time you did one of those videos, it was not good at all. So good news is because we've learned a bit. Why are you playing with my pens? Get your
I saw that. It was one I made.
Yes, get your hands off my pens. It was your gift to me. Leave it
Yeah.
alone. You are terrible. Now you
Haven't
messed
seen
up
that
my
for a while.
pens.
I know.
It's been sitting there. That pen has been sitting there for months. It just means you weren't paying attention. Camera's there. Stop looking at my stuff. He does this. He touches my stuff when he sees it.
It's a strange area. It's a different area.
Yeah, he's not usually in my space this much. I
I'm
keep him
over
out.
there,
I
looking
push him to
away.
the other side.
So we've got some news.
Oh, so
the,
if you watch-
Home and Garden show got cancelled.
So this whole COVID-19 thing, not only did as soon as the Brewers canceled their opening day, they figured, okay, if the Brewers are willing to cancel opening day, then
against the Cubs of all
against
people.
the Cubs, which is be a
which
huge
is
game,
a huge game.
then the Realtors Home and Garden show got canceled.
We were looking forward to that as
We
well.
were actually going to have a whole team outing because
Yeah.
Will and Keela have never been before, and we thought it'd be awesome. We would all go together. She could bring her kids, he could bring his son.
Yeah.
We would like have a big like kind of like family day out, so to
Have an
speak.
outing, yeah.
And we were planning to take Russ's 360 camera to that
Yeah.
and do a live stream on Facebook on that as well, so you could see all the cool stuff there. We wanted to do it the first weekend so that people would know what they could expect to come out the next week.
Yeah. We sent out loads of tickets.
Oh yeah, we sent out tickets to all of our past clients who are still in the local area-ish.
Yeah, so if you're watching this, we're really sorry. It was out of our hands after we sent all those tickets out, and it took a lot stuffing all the envelopes, getting all the
Licking
names
them all
and
closed.
addresses, and
Okay.
then posting
I don't lick all of
them.
them,
No,
but-
we use a stick. So yeah.
Well, he does.
We use water in
I
a
actually
bowl.
did. I actually did lick some of them because it's faster.
Yeah,
but
it was. You said it tasted foul,
off. Like
so-
I don't usually mind envelope glue taste so much, but these look. I think these were old envelopes because it tasted foul. After about normally I can lick like 50 to 60.
It
That's
was
no big deal.
anti-COVID-19 glue,
Apparently.
so everyone's going to go out and buy envelopes now
Right.
en masse
Gotcha.
and start licking them, and
Right.
that'll be yeah.
So I only licked like 3 or 4, and then I was like, "Oh, do you have one of those water bottles?" He was like, "Yes." So I was like, "Okay, good." So I sat there and did all of mine with the
Yeah.
water bottle as well after that.
So then we sent them all out.
Yep.
So, and then the day after they cancelled.
2 days after,
Was
because
it
we
2
did that
days?
Wednesday and it came out
Oh.
Friday that they canceled it.
So we apologise for that if you received it. We did send out cards.
No, we
as-
didn't. We're
we
sending
didn't?
them tomorrow
cards to
say that we were that it got
we
canceled.
Got cancelled.
Yeah.
And
We created
done
the card
video.
yesterday. We created the card yesterday, but we've been too busy today to be able to print it, and the mail doesn't move anyway on Sunday, so they will go out tomorrow in the mail, and hopefully everybody who received. Well, we're sending them to everybody who received the tickets.
Yeah. But then
Unfortunately,
did
we also give
some
out
by
some
hand.
tickets. Yeah, we give
Yeah.
some tickets out by hand, so we're a little bit sad about
Yeah.
that because
I gave them out at open houses and
Oh, did you give some out at your open house?
yeah, I gave some out not this week.
No, but last week.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know you'd given some
yeah,
out.
I gave.
I
some
gave out almost
I-
30 at church, and I remember who some of the people were, but it was more about I would see. And then here's the funny thing is that they canceled our church this week, so it's not like I could just go back to church and try and find the people I gave them to the week before
Yeah,
and
say,
tell them.
hey, Brian, can you announce that this is...
No, I wouldn't have said, Brian, can you announce? But I would have said, hey, Misty, this isn't happening. Hey,
Yeah.
so and so. Hey, some people we don't really have contact with them outside of church and others, like person to person face contact, because we see them often enough that we don't need to email them and
Yeah, we
touch
don't
them other
have
ways
their
in the
phone
week.
numbers
Yeah.
and stuff like
Well,
that.
I could technically look them up, but then I've got to remember exactly. Like when I see somebody, then I remember, oh yes, I gave them tickets, and oh no, I didn't give them tickets. Like
Mhm.
Matt and Liz. There, we can reach out to Matt and Liz and let them know. But maybe they're watching our Facebook from before. I did do an announcement on Facebook Live on Friday as soon as this happened, so hopefully everybody will see that. It just sucks. It sucks when you give something free to people and then it feels like you're taking it away. That's
Yeah.
not fun.
No.
Not at all. But we're really looking forward to our virtual open house next week, and it looks like there's quite a few agents that have already responded to the positive on that, so that's excellent. And then we are also going to be leaning in on video this week, so there's a good chance you might see some stuff on YouTube, and keep an eye on our Facebook page. The other big thing that happened this week is that because we got our photos back, so those of you that may not know this, we got our, and I need to probably change that out on YouTube as well. I forgot
Yeah.
I need to change that out on YouTube. We got our team photos back this week. Yay! So we uploaded the main photos to Facebook, and then Will and Keela were waiting to share the Facebook page until their faces were on it, which is fair enough and understandable,
Yeah.
because even with brochures, they had some people go, hey, who are these two old white people? Where are you, Will? Where are you, Keela? They didn't understand it. And I went, yeah, I know, I get that. So Will was waiting for sure till the photos came in, and now that they did, they both shared, and we added about almost 200 people to our Facebook page this week, because then Russ went on and shared on, hey, like our Facebook page, and I shared because I hadn't shared it for about 6 months. So people that have been added to my Facebook page in the last 6 months
Yeah.
had not joined in, and between the 4 of us all sharing out, hey, come and like our Facebook page, we have about 200 new subscribers to our
Yeah,
page.
that's really cool.
Yeah, and we've been putting out a lot of content as well, so that's been awesome. Let's see here. Yeah, so let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it this week. I mean, it was a pretty full week.
Yeah, we had a full week on.
Oh no, I
What?
totally forgot. Will got his first buyer agency this week,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
awesome.
Woohoo.
So Will got his first buyer agency that he signed this week, and we had told them that if they sign buyer agency or have an offer or get a listing in the month of March while we are team of the month, we'd let them have there's only 2 team of the month parking spots right at the front. But we told both Will and Keela that if either of them, did any of those 3 activities, we'd give them 3 days of parking in that spot. And so Will did it, and he got 3 days of parking.
Mm-hmm.
Although one of his days he wasn't in the office because his son was there and just a lot of work. He had work from home and stuff. But still, it was one of his 3 days. So well done to Will for getting his first
Yeah.
buyer agency.
Well done, Will.
Yeah, so certainly signed it faster than I did. It took me more than a month to sign. So that's awesome. So pretty proud of him for that. Trying to think. I think that's pretty much it, except for let's talk about our open houses.
Okay.
Shall we talk about our open houses?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't I start off with talking about the first open house that we did, which was 5726 Cambridge Lane, number 1 in Mount Pleasant. And I've been there before and done that one, but Keela did it this week. And that's where we have our first video that came from. And I was actually going to show you guys pictures. That's what crashed us. Is because I pulled up all 3 of them on the MLS. And I was trying to be able to show you the pictures of them, and that didn't quite work. Stop it. Pay attention.
I want that for later.
You can have that for later. That's fine.
Okay.
But for now, he's such a squirrel. It's like if
Squirrel.
I'm talking and
Well,
he
I've
gets
got the
slightly
right
bored.
name, haven't I, for up?
Oh,
My name's Russell. Squirrel.
the problem is I can't let him stop for a minute because otherwise he squirrels away into something else.
I know.
And if you've noticed, I can't stop touching my face. It's a good thing I have hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I've used it recently. So anyway, so 5726 Cambridge Lane, unit number 1. We were there
Nice
again today.
condo.
Very nice, very cool condo.
How many
really-
people did you get?
We actually had 2 different groups come through, which is
Nice.
pretty good. And
That's
one of them
pretty
is
good.
just starting the search, not deciding yet whether she's going to do a condo or not. And but she also has a house to sell because she'd be
Nice.
downsizing.
Wow.
So that might be an
That's good.
opportunity.
That's cool.
Keela's
Yeah.
open house. Keela got her information. It's going to be Keela's to follow up on. It's going to
Yeah.
be hopefully Keela's clients. So we'll see how that pans out, but it's up to her. And then she had somebody else come through who is actually a neighbor, but they're thinking about listing their condo. So there she goes. She's got two potential listing opportunities, and she's not even a
Nice.
listing agent.
Nice. That's good. That's
No,
good.
that's very good. We're very
Yeah.
proud of her and how well she's doing.
Mhm.
So, and then the second one, I went to Will's at 1701. He was at 1701 Flat again. And so, yeah, he was at 1701 Flat. And he had 3 groups come through. And a couple came in right at the end. I actually went over there and did a video with him, and then I was sorting out his phone because there's some team resources that I'm like the quote unquote admin, and if something needs to be changed, like a password needs to be reset or something, which is what we did. We reset his password on one of the systems and had to reconnect everything up for him because he got a new phone, and when he got the new phone, stuff didn't transfer from the old phone to the new phone because the old phone was an Android and the new phone's an iPhone, so not everything transferred over that
Should
well.
have stayed with Android.
Yeah, well, that was his choice. Anyway, so I had to get his account set up on his phone. So I sat there and did that right at the end. And he had a couple come through from Milwaukee. Looks like he's probably going to pick them up as buyers. And they might actually be a really good fit for my new listing. Because when they were
That'll be
talking,
good, yeah.
when they were talking to Will, they were talking about what types of things they wanted. And I said, well, that's interesting you say that because I've got a new one coming a week from Monday. And it's awesome. It's right in your price point that you're looking for, and it's actually even a better neighborhood in the realm of close proximity to roads and amenities and stuff like that than Flet was. So, and they liked Flet though, but they just wanted a little bit more of a traditional yard with a little more space between the houses. And that one on Flet it's like right on the corner and is a very small lot. So you are like house on top of house on top of house. Whereas the new one that'll be up a week from Monday is not quite house on house on house on house. So we'll see if that turns out to be a good fit for them.
Yeah.
Will's going to talk to him later this week. So those are the 2 open houses that I went to / attended and was there for. And then Russ had 2 open houses all on his own because he's a grown-up big boy.
I'll see if this works, if I can put the picture up. So this was my first open house.
10568 88th Place in Pleasant
Yes,
Prairie.
in Pleasant Prairie. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 3-car garage, attached garage.
And you had that one last week.
I had that one last week, but we've had a price drop this week, so it's gone down
10 grand.
10 grand, yeah.
Nice, over a half an acre too, on a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, and it's right in it's a lovely cul-de-sac. Really nice house, really finished well.
And once the road is finished on Highway C, it's even going to be quick access to get to the highway from there. They're just doing some road construction right now, about 2 blocks away.
on one of the bridges that's right close to there over the river. So they've shut the road off at the moment.
You can get around the backside right now, though.
Yeah, so you come in 104th to the property.
Mm-hmm.
And I only had one group through today. Last week I had 9 groups through. But then I was chatting to someone whose daughter lives up the road, and we was talking new construction, and so I had a nice conversation with one of the locals who's looking to build a home.
Nice.
So he's already got the lot, and so we may get involved on that. We spoke to him in length on that because I have dealt with a lot of new construction.
Stop looking there. The camera's here.
And so
I'm going to have to hang a black tarp over that.
Yeah, I know. Passed the certificate as well for new construction. So
yeah, Russ actually has a certification in new construction under his buyer agent status.
Yeah.
So he has a specialization expertise on new construction.
So we've helped several people with that. And then my second open house, if you can see that, this is 11109 62nd Street in Kenosha.
Yep, which is in Tyler's Ridge.
Yeah, Tyler's Ridge.
Really great,
really
right
nice.
off of 60, Highway 60 there. In
3-bed, 2-bath, 2.5 bath.
2-car garage.
2-car garage attached, and really nice property as well.
Do you know what I like about those ones in Tyler's Ridge? Is I like the fact that a lot of the master bedrooms were built over the garage.
Yeah.
Like about 10 years ago, some of these houses were not utilizing that space above the garage. They would be like, they'd build the house straight up, and then the garage would be right next to it. And the garage might even be a taller garage or something. But there was no, what I love about a lot of the houses in Tyler's Ridge is that they've got them, like the upper floor extends.
So so if you want to see the picture again, you can
see how the upper floor extends across the top of the garage.
The top of the garage.
And some of them are finished space and some of them are not.
Yeah.
So it depends on which house you buy there.
But this is a really big master bedroom up there. So, yeah, I
love the fact that they extend them across. I also like the fact that they have some architectural detail in them that doesn't make it just some flat front colonial. It does have a more modern, contemporary look.
Yeah.
Like, here, I'm going to point out to people what I'm talking about. So if you look right here, you see how you've got a peak here and a peak here, and then over here you've got 2 other additional peaks. I just think that's some really cool architectural details. You've got the lower roof, the upper roof, you've got some variety. It's not just like some flat, plain thing.
And
and there's the other thing. If you haven't seen it, because I haven't uploaded it yet. Whoops, sorry, that way. Right like that. See if I can get the camera to zoom in on it. Probably not. It wants to focus on me. But there's our team picture.
Yeah.
So you guys can see it's now on our brochures and our website. Our actual tamthomes.com website is still down for construction. But this week I'm going to have time to do construction, I think, because I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of showings this week.
No.
I have a feeling we're not going to get a lot of requests for showings. We might get some requests for listings.
We're having things cancelled on us, like we normally have a sales meeting on Tuesday.
Yep, that frees up about 3 hours of my morning on Tuesday, because normally we have sales meeting and then tour.
And then tour, so we're not doing any of that.
Right.
We are missing our awards.
Yeah, we were supposed to have our awards,
ceremony.
our office awards ceremony on Thursday night, and that's been canceled
as well.
Which is sad.
Yeah, that is really sad.
Yeah. we were looking forward to that.
And there's less than 250, so I don't know why we.
Well, because I
had to
think a lot of the
cancel.
restaurants are struggling to have staff because if staff are staying home,
Oh,
then it's hard to
maybe.
keep them
Yeah.
staffed. So that becomes a problem if you don't have staff to serve the customers,
Mhm.
because there are some people who are just panicked about this whole thing. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't be cautious, because that would be really insensitive. But I do think that people should probably stop panicking and just be really sensible and common sense. And look, bad things happen, and nobody wants anybody to get sick. Nobody wants anybody to die. But sometimes stuff just happens, and we can't do a whole lot about that.
Yep.
So we do want people to stay safe and stay healthy and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. But also, folks, let's just remember that we all have neighbors as well. And we all have people, like, for example, I think it was really a sad commentary on our society that when we went looking for hand sanitizer, not to buy it in bulk, but just to have it at our 3 open houses, or 3 different, we had 4 open houses.
Yeah,
but
we were thinking of, you know.
we were thinking of the general public and everybody who came.
Yeah.
And to walk into stores and see that people have wiped out the shelves is a sad commentary on maybe a little bit of selfishness that's kind
Yeah,
of
and
that
we've
exists
heard
with
of
the
people
panic.
fighting over toilet
Yeah.
paper. Really?
Yeah. So the other funny thing my
Crazy.
sister told me is that they had been wiped out for frozen pizzas. And I said, well, apparently man cannot live without pizza or toilet paper.
Pizza and TP and
Yeah.
and
I
hand
just wish-
sanitizer.
I don't mind people going out and buying the hand sanitizer. That's normal. But I think a lot of people were actually buying it in bulk or in excess, because the stores haven't been able to keep up with their restocking.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And normally, like big stores like Walmart and Festival, and I mean, I went to Piggly Wiggly as one of mine, and it was wiped, and he was like, yeah, no, He goes, there might be some wipes left, and they are not antibacterial wipes. So, I mean, people are even buying up the not antibacterial hand wipes, which do you absolutely no good.
No.
There's like, they don't do anything for you.
Well, unless you want to use it in place
No,
of
not the
toilet
flushable
paper.
ones. I'm not talking about the flushable ones. I'm talking
Yeah.
about just the regular ones. They were almost completely, there were like 5 packets of those left, but a lot of those were not even antibacterial wipes. So those don't do anybody, you can wipe your hand with one, but if it's not an antibacterial one, it's not going to do you any good whatsoever.
No.
So
But this is what amazes me.
That's where
is
the panic
people are
part comes
buying
in.
up the antibacterial,
the wipes and the sanitizer and the
Yeah.
toilet paper.
but they're not buying the soap. They've got plenty of soap.
I know. Soap is probably the
And
biggest
soap
thing.
is the better thing to
Mhm.
wash your hands with.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that article this week as well that said washing your hands was removed like 99% of the germs, and hand sanitizer only removes about 60%. Now, it's great to have the hand sanitizer when you're out and about and you don't have access to a bathroom or water and stuff. That's
Mhm.
really great. But if you have access to a bathroom and water and soap, then that's what you really should be using.
Yeah.
So please do that, folks. Please just be sensible. Try not to panic. Recognize that and recognize that you might have a neighbor who needs your help. Because that's my biggest concern,
Yeah.
is that as people start to hoard, what hoarding does is it does not recognize that there are other people who may be more vulnerable than yourself that need some help.
Yeah, so just check in on your neighbours if you've
Mhm.
got an elderly neighbour or
Especially if you have an
relative,
elderly
just
neighbor.
check in,
Mhm. Especially if you have an elderly neighbor,
We're
because
not asking you to go and sit in their house or anything like that,
Mhm.
but because they may not
just
want to
check in and
touch
see.
it, but just
check in and see that they're okay.
see if they're okay.
Do they need you to call 911 to get an ambulance to get them to the hospital? Even if it's just the regular flu or something, you don't even know, because it might just be something else and they're scared.
Yeah. Or
So
do they need you to get them some toilet paper?
yeah, maybe they need you to hand some toilet paper to them.
Yeah.
Give them a couple of your rolls, because if they're already stuck in their house, they might need it, and
Mhm.
you may not. I mean, I know there are people who have like 6 and 8 packs of 48.
Yeah.
And that's just ridiculous. That's like a 6-month supply of toilet paper. Not even for us. That's like a year's supply of toilet paper
Yeah.
for us. But that's just, no, it might even be more than a year.
Probably is.
Gotta think for a second there. We usually buy them in packs of 12, don't we? And a pack of 12 usually lasts us about 3 months. Yeah, it's a couple years worth of toilet paper for us. So come on, folks. I mean, I know some of you have bigger families, so it won't last you as long as it would last just the two of us. But check in on your neighbors. This is going to be over after a while. Let's not destroy our relationships with each other and our neighbors and our friends over a fear that we're going to get sick. Because we will get sick for something. It just might not be COVID-19.
Yeah, because
even.
we're all fearful of COVID-19.
My sister has
more
bronchitis right
people
now.
are dying of other stuff.
Yeah, my sister actually has bronchitis right now. Not COVID-19, but she's got bronchitis. And she was out shopping. I said, be sensible. Go home. Go to bed. Get well.
Yeah, get your kids to do the shopping.
Yeah, she has an adult child and another child who can drive. And we said, let them go do the shopping and they're running around. Go to bed. Get well. So we're going to end with that tonight, guys. So if you are not feeling well, go to bed. Get well. Take care of yourselves. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.